Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Little Chapel of Faith. My name is Tina. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. We have platforms on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. If you're on any of those or all of those, please like, subscribe, and share. We are here with the readings from the Diary of St Faustina. We do have a playlist on YouTube, so if you want to catch up to where we are now, you can. If you want to just continue where we are right now, let's do that. We are on, as soon as I can get my glasses on and read it, page 289. If you are new here and you see me stumble sometimes when I read, I have an issue with cataracts that are not large enough to be removed yet. So reading is a bit of a problem for me some days. So that's why. So I do apologize in advance. I do the best I can to get through them when as I can. I'm thinking of actually trying to find books with very large print. It might help me out. But anyway, here we are. We are on page 289, number 711. October 5th, 1936. Today I received a letter from Father Sapochko. I learned that he intends to publish a holy card of the Merciful Christ. He asked me to send him a certain prayer, which he wants to put on the back. If he receives the Archbishop's approbation, oh, what a great joy fills my heart with God, that God has let me see this work of his mercy. How great is this work of the Most High God? I am but his instrument. Oh, how ardently I desire to see the feast of the divine mercy, which God is demanding through me. But if it is the will of God that it be celebrated solemnly only after my death, even so I will rejoice in it already, and I celebrate it interiorly with my confessor's permission. I saw Father Andres today kneeling and engulfed in prayer, and suddenly Jesus stood by him, and holding out both hands over his head, he said to me, "He will lead you through. Do not fear." October 11th. This evening, as I was writing about this great mercy of God and its great advantages to souls, Satan rushed into my room with great anger and fury. He seized the screen and began to break and crush it. I was a little frightened at first, but I immediately made the sign of the cross with my little crucifix, and the beast fell quiet and disappeared at once. Today I did not see his hideous figure, but only his anger. Satan's anger is terrible, and yet the screen was not shattered or broken, and I went on writing quietly. I know well that the stretch will not touch me without God's willing it, but what is he up to? He is beginning to attack me openly, and with such great fury and hate, but he does not disturb my peace for a moment, and this composure of mine makes him furious. The Lord said to me today, "Go to that superior and tell her that I want all the sisters and wards to say the chaplet, which I have taught you. They are to say it for 9 days in the chapel in order to appease my father and to entreat God's mercy for Poland." I answered the Lord that I would tell her that, but I first must speak about this with Father Andres, and I resolved that as soon as Father comes, I will speak to him at once about this matter. When Father arrived, the circumstances were such that they prevented me from seeing him, but I should not have paid any attention to the circumstances and should have gone and settled the matter, I thought to myself. Well, I'll do it when he comes again. How much that displeased God. In one moment, the presence of God left me. That great presence of God which continuously within me in a distinctly felt away. At that moment, however, it completely left me. Darkness dominated my soul to such an extent that I did not know whether I was in the state of grace or not. Therefore, I did not receive Holy Communion for 4 days, after which I saw Father Andres and told him everything. He comforted me, saying, "You have not lost the grace of God, but all the same, be true to him." The moment I left the confessional, God's presence enveloped me as before. I understood that God's grace must be received just as God sends it in that way. One must receive it in the form under which God sends it to us. Oh, my Jesus, I am making at this very moment a firm, eternal resolution by virtue of your grace and mercy, fidelity to the tiniest grace of yours. All night long I was preparing to receive Holy Communion since I could not sleep because of physical suffering. My soul was flooded with love and repentance. After Holy Communion I heard these words, "You see what you are you see what you are of yourself, but do not be frightened at all at this. If I was to reveal to you the whole misery that you are, you would die of terror. However, be aware of what you are. Because you are such great misery, I have revealed to you that the whole ocean of my mercy I seek and desire souls like yours, but there are few. Your great trust in me forces me to continuously grant your graces. Trust you have great and incomprehensible rights over my heart, for you are a daughter of complete trust. You would not be able to bear the magnitude of the love which I have for you if I revealed it to you fully here on earth. I often give you a glimpse of it, but you know that this is only an exceptional grace from me. My love and mercy knows no bounds. Today I heard these words, "Know, child, that for your sake I grant blessings to this whole vicinity, but you ought to thank me on their behalf, as they do not thank me for the kindness I extend to them. For the sake of your gratitude, I will continue to bless them." I think we're going to leave that there for today. I'll try to leave it where I think it's sort of, that portion is final, or at least ended. So we will begin again tomorrow. And, yeah, she's, I think sometimes when we think of saints, I think I've always thought of saints as they've, have done everything right to become saints. And as I read a lot of these, there's a lot of struggle at first, although some are just born that way, but they go through a lot, and a lot of, but their faith just never wanes. And I guess that's the key, that their faith never wanes. So anyway, I hope you are all having a beautiful day. We will be back tomorrow with some more readings. I'll have some more posts as I do every night. Until then, be well, be safe, be kind to each other. God bless you all.